Welcome to stream/recording. We're back at it again. It's me. I'm here again. I can't believe it. Can you believe it? So, before attempts start, I have a little news to share. I did some attempts last night, did a couple of attempts. Most of them went bad, but there was one that actually went well. It's, hold on. Oh, here we go. There we go. The 10th one on this board. As you can see, it's yesterday. This is a fucking... God, it's already the 10th. God, that's so weird to think about. It's already the 10th, but I didn't save the run because it wasn't a PB or anything, but it did, in fact, get to Mega Moo last night. So that was pretty good. It got through stage 4 on like a 4-miss pace. I think 2 of those deaths were from stage 3, and then 2 of those deaths were to just fucking Mitsumaru. So I do remember, yeah, because like I literally just LNN stage 4, which does happen occasionally, not often ever, but has been known to happen. I got a very lucky yellow rice pattern, and then everything else just went fine. Yeah. Pretty good. But it doesn't matter because it's not a PB. I mean, it does matter to me a little bit, which is why I want to talk about it, but all in all, does not matter enough to show. Or like, not important enough to show, but important enough for me to be like, cool. The main thing where that run went wrong, because it was stage 6 pace, admittedly. I think it was like 2 lives off of max extends going into stage 5, and it had free power. It had just been a while since I played stage 5, so I hella fucked up. Despite that fact, I did get to Mega Moo non-free. Like, I had, what was it? I had nearly max extends, or no, hold on. So I was 2 away from max going into it. And then I think I would have gotten 1 more extend. I think through life pieces. But then when I entered her, I had like 2 lives left. I had 1 extend and then no extend left. So either I died 4 times or I died 5 times to the stage alone. Actually, I'm willing to bet it was more so 4 times. Maybe I didn't get an extend from this. Yeah. Also, hello, Crown. How you doing? Skill. Hella skill. So again, Fossilized Worlds is a game that requires a lot of skill. That's why Zun put that stage 5 pyramid in there. To see if you were truly a gamer or not. And unfortunately, no one was a gamer. Well, actually, not no one. But most people are not true gamers, including myself. I can't do that shit. I can't do that shit. Hello, Nabaka. How you doing? You're fine. You're very cold. Really? Okay, I'm not paying as much attention to the game as I should be. Can we switch weapons, please? I was gonna say, I was like, God, it's very hot around where I'm at. Well, actually, it's cooled off now, for the most part. Still a little hot, but like, literally, like, what was it, a week or 2 ago? Actually, no, I think only a week ago at this point. Our AC was just totally busted, and it was fucking 92 degrees in here. Which is, you know, it's just a little bit of a pain to try sleeping. I literally, what was it? I always sleep with a blanket on. I did not sleep with a blanket that night. I did not sleep with a blanket that night. I was sleeping hell on top of that shit with the fan. The worst part, too, is that we couldn't open the windows because they're all old and painted shut. Or like, at the very least for a long time now, we haven't wanted to risk opening the windows. Because if we don't own the house, right? We're just living here. So if we broke it, we'd have to pay for it. Like, it's not something the landlord could pay for us. But if the landlord attempted to fix it, or got someone to attempt to fix it, and they accidentally broke the window, then they'd pay for it. Yeah, we kind of had to just say fuck it, though, and try, because, again, 90 degrees. Not in a million years. I ain't taking that shit. It's like, I ain't taking none of that, Weber. I ain't taking none of it. I do remember, like, was it Faf, making a couple posts or whatever. It was about, like, 2 months ago, maybe, at this point. The UK was having, like, or it was either a month or two ago, where it's, like, the UK was having, like, just, like, fucking, like, hailing and blizzards or whatever. Then the literal next day, it was, like, the hottest index or whatever. Like, it was one of the hottest days it ever had. Shit was crazy. Thank you, Twitch, for making it possible to get ads a single minute after the ads you get when you open a stream. What the fuck? I guess because that doesn't make any sense, though. Right. I never checked. Hold on. Does Twitch just have a thing now where it's like... Does Twitch have a thing now where it's like whenever you open the stream, you just get an ad? Because I know there's the predetermined ads that run on my stream. Hold on, I want to see. What would that be in again? Monetization. Ads. Yeah. So I guess it just... Disable pre-roll ads when I run ads. Pre-roll ads and notification display. Enable to stream display ads on your channel. What does that mean? It's a Star Rail addiction. No, but this is literally... I think I'm fine to show this. This is what the bar looks like. These are my ads. It's literally like... It's as low as possible. Where does it say it again? It's literally like, yeah, run a 0.5 minute ad break every 60 minutes. So like, I guess the double ads has got to be like just Twitch being like giving you an ad when you join, and then I guess the pre-rolled ad plays on my stream? I don't know. That's been the default for years. I just thought that, like, it would only play an ad if it was queued, I guess. So you can join the stream and it's fine, but then once that ad plays... I don't know. Oh, it's a little banana wall. Is that how you doing? I just thought that, like, that ad you get when you join stream is because there was already an ad that had played during the stream, and so it was just making sure I saw it, essentially. But I guess it would make more sense if it is just coded to where it's like, hey, did someone join the stream that can have ads in it? Give them an ad. And then it's like, and then it does all its other shit. I just have it set to pre-roll because I really just don't want to deal with manual. And I have to play them at a certain time anyway, so it's like they might as well just be... Like, I don't want to bother planning when they happen because I'm just never going to want to play them, but they have to be played at some point, so... I just keep them as is. Twitch just forces ads whenever you join a monetized stream. Okay, then. I guess that makes sense, yeah. Or it'd be easier to code than having to keep track of who has and hasn't seen an ad individually, now that I think about it. Why keep track of shit when you can just give everyone an ad? 3, 2, 1. Pop them. It's easier to code it that way, right? That's why we do it. Ease of coding, definitely no for reason. Well, listen, I'm not denying that maybe there's some monetary incentives going on with that. But also, it probably is a little easier to code as well. True Finnish school experience, everyone else in the class was not from Finland. So is that what happened? You went to a class and it's just like it's just all exchange students. It's like 99% of the class is exchange students. Also, I'm trying to... What is it? Something I was gonna work on today. Not on stream, but off stream. I might end up asking for help depending on how it goes. Because I finished... I think I'm more or less done with... What was it? Because again, I told Cake that I would try to actually finish the... Or I would try to work on the Tsukasa, like, sprite swaps or whatever, and tell them how that went. And I'm more or less done with it, actually. I think I've got the sprite sheet where I want him to be. I've got the portraits where I want him to be. Like, I could literally just swap to him this stream and play with Tsukasa if I wanted to. But yeah, the only thing I need to find out is just how to get them working on someone's computer other than my own. I know TH crap is involved, but I don't know how it's involved. I just know it will be. You hopped on FDF2 the day before, yes. Or you hopped on FDF2. And you think now you hate it even more? Why? What did it do? What has FDF2 done to you? I mean, I'm not saying that it hasn't done anything to you. I'm just curious about what. I will always have bias for FDF2, I will say. First FDF game I'd ever played. I fucking love the aesthetics. I mean, to be fair, the aesthetics is something that FDF just always does right. Even if they got some bullshit, it's some very pretty bullshit. It's like the prettiest bullshit you've seen in your life. The good thing. Game design. Yeah, just bad reading on my part. I mean, it would have gotten me through. All right, nice. Okay, see, that was good reading. I liked that. Yeah, you know, yeah, that one right there, that was a lot better actually. Yeah, again, I just don't know if I needed to go that far off to the side. I think I was trying a little too desperately to, like, be, like, fully clear of any bullet touching me. I was a little too afraid to die. Yeah, I'm dying to the weirdest shit right now. I think it's a perfect combination of boring and annoying patterns. So it's either patterns that you don't enjoy dodging because they're too easy, or patterns that are like way too obtuse to find out. Especially in the early game, the late game does have decent patterns. Okay, okay. That's fair. One thing you discovered yesterday, apparently SDOJ actually makes the game slightly harder than if you were to be playing on an Xbox 360. Because the way that game generates a bunch of its slowdown is by lagging the console itself rather than being hard-coded. Wow, okay. They just bring the Xbox to its knees? Jesus. Given that that's being balanced by input lag reduction, so who's to say how much harder it is, or how much harder or easier it is? With the Tsukasa mod, do you want to upload it into TH Crap? Sometimes both. I see, I see. I mean, I don't know if I mean, I guess I could if it would make it easier. If it would make it easier to get to cake. I don't know if I need to do it, but I guess if it would make the process simpler. I literally don't know what I'm doing with this. I just sprited over Tsukasa the same way I did for Yomu, except now I want to actually try getting it to someone else. The SDOJ recomp, man, can't type lately. That's fine, I can't read. So, even if you did type it, there's like a, you know, there's a 1 in 5 chance I actually read it correctly. Scoring FDF raw nons. Yes. Give me my points. Yeah, but besides, by the way you were talking about, I could kind of tell you were talking about the recomp. Like, yeah, because again, you're playing in the recomp. You're playing in the recomp, which essentially makes it so that it's like, again, so was it the recomp is of the Xbox 360 version? The recomp has less input lag, but also. The recomp has less input lag than the Xbox 360 version, but also it can't get the slowdown to happen because the slowdown happened in SDOJ by literally, like, overloading the console. Not by, like, hard coding it to be like, okay, slowdown happens here. Again, balancing in early arcade shmups is one of the most interesting things I've seen in my entire life. Or like literally, I've never heard of another game genre that's balanced around, like, or where the intended game design is for the game to lag at certain points. Like, it makes sense considering the game itself, or the game genre itself, but it's just so interesting that, like, I never would have thought that'd be a thing. Like, it makes sense when you think about it, but beforehand, it's like, why, like, you know, why do I want my game to lag? In fact, if I wasn't told that was a part of the actual balance, I could see Kid Me being like, oh man, I feel like I'm cheating whenever the game lags. Even if it's some, like, super ridiculous bullet section, Kid Me would probably feel like, oh, well, I didn't really dodge it because it wasn't at full speed. But the game lagged, so I got to dodge anyway. Except I'd probably still die, but that's besides the point. There's actually really cool strats for raw nons for Grace that were probably really fun to find before they got added, or before they added non-prac. Okay, but then non-prac got added and people found even easier strats, I assume. They added non-practice like months ago. That, I didn't know that was a thing. That's cool. I love the intended speed-ups that always kill you. I don't know about those. Makes me wonder how much work would have gone into a recomp of Mushihime-sama Futari. What the fuck? Can I type one full message correctly? No. You are banned from typing one full message correctly. You must always forget at least one word or letter. Whichever one makes it funnier. I mean, hilariously, I've still been understanding all of your messages despite the fact that you typed them again. Or, like, despite the fact that you missed, like, a word on your messages, I'm still understanding them perfectly. So, maybe that's just the, you know, maybe that's the key. maybe that's what will allow me to read your messages correct, or everyone's messages correctly. People found the optimal strats for now, at least of stage prac. Probably, unless they made their own prac mods, which is possible. Okay. But like, so more optimal methods were known even before non-prac came out. I guess it's just that, like, it would have been easier to find out how to do that if non-prac existed earlier, but people spent a fuck ton of time in just stage prac and figured it out anyway. Whoops. Whoops. I think, what was it? I think even last night I was misremembering that restream. How that restream works is that it's slow and then you do a jump. You do a jump to the left. So you can fucking not die. Yeah, I think it's like slowly stream through the middle and then... Yeah, that was it, wasn't it? Three, two, one, killer. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Yeah. Sorry. Just making sure I haven't missed any chat. I don't think I have. I don't think I have. Alright, hold on. Your god-awful spelling to your side. Mushi Futari is a game with a lot of slowdown, especially on higher difficulties, because of its ridiculous bullet density. Ridiculous enough to warrant the 1 pixel hitbox on Ultra Mode. Jesus. So you're wondering whether the Xbox 360 for that game also lags the console itself, or whether that one is hard-coded. I see. Why is there an ad playing? What? I've only been going for 25 minutes. Hold on, what? Also, I'm resetting this run. I need to focus at least a little more on life and game and stage. I need to focus a little bit. It's okay. I think the ad break thing is just broken then, because it said there's an ad playing. Except that doesn't make any sense, because again, we're 25 minutes into the stream. And an ad set to play like every hour. No, you know why it's saying that. Oh my god, wait a minute. Oh, I know why it's doing that. It's because my PC's internal timer is off. My PC's internal... Okay, I don't know what the fuck is going on with my PC's internal timer. Also, 1360, nice. I don't know what the fuck's going on with that. But, it's been going on a journey. It's literally, like, in the settings, it is set to exactly my time zone. It's set to match up to my time zone, so it should be linked up. But, over the past, like, over the past, like, I think few months, maybe, like, 2 to 3 months at this point, it's been slowly getting off-centered by, like, a few minutes. It's been, like, jumping ahead. So it's, like, fucking, like when it's, like, 1 p.m. for me, it's 1:02 p.m. for the computer, right? But just recently, it's jumped backwards by 20 minutes. So when it's, like, when it's 9:25, my computer thinks it's 9:05. I don't know where it's getting its time from. It should be from the internet, but it's off by 20 minutes somehow. 20, you know, roughly 20 minutes. Roughly. Almost, it's like 21 and a half minutes off. I don't know how. Something his game will be gold with 1 pixel hitbox, but the bullets are still a giant yang. It's like, God, they're just gonna be able to dodge everything. Meanwhile, fucking Infernal Meek shows up. The Xbox 360 has less slowdown. Interesting. Okay. So I guess they didn't hardcode as much. Also, hello, band. How you doing? You will someday get into actual smups without anime always covering or convincing me into playing them. The same thing happened to me and you never fixed it. Oh, the same computer thing? No clue what could be causing us. You're just gonna say microslop and assume I'm right. Yeah, I mean, I'm willing to just blame Windows 11. I never had this issue until I swapped. I swear, I know some people are still on 10 and are doing fine. I just swapped to 11 because I had, like, because I have, like, I got talked into it by other people where they're like, yeah, like, support's gonna end, and that means, like, hackers can more easily get your computer or whatever, so you should probably swap. That was the whole reason I did that shit. And look at where it's gotten me. Admittedly, not much has been different, although there are some slight annoyances since swapping to 11. I do think 10's the better operating system, and I never would have swapped had I not been convinced. Why have I heard of Death Smiles before? Right now, it's around 3 minutes desync. Okay. So yeah, that's the kind of desync I was having before. Also, for some reason, ever since upgrading to Windows 11, my PC will just randomly turn on at 12, or like, not randomly, it turns on at 12 a.m. I don't know why it does that, but it does that. I tried going into, like, drivers or whatever to fix it, because apparently it's something related to that. I don't know. I've never been able to find a fix for it, so I just unplugged my computer before it becomes 12 a.m. Your PC is trying to sync to the time in the Asian child labor factory time it came from. Oh, that makes sense. You could always start getting an actual subs with lollies convincing you to play them. It's like, there's nothing wrong. It's like, as long as you get into actual shmups. Hold on. Instantly Googles it. You're thinking more something like Gunvein. One of the characters as well. Wait, hold on. What is Death Smiles and what is Gunvein? I'm looking both of these up right now. My caps lock is on. Death Smiles. Oh wait, I have seen Death Smiles, haven't I? I feel like I saw this on GBN one time. Can I see gameplay? Did I see this on GBN? I feel like I might have seen this on GBN. I feel like I might have seen this before. Yeah, Death Smiles is side. You had a similar thing happening to me when you were on Windows. Oh, what, the, like, PC turning on at 12 a.m.? Don't remember what you did to fix it, but I know it took very little time to get it done, to look up how to fix it. But we have, and the solutions we found are, like, we haven't been able to utilize them, so... Because, like, I had my dad help me, like, look into this as well, and we were both trying to look up shit. It's like, the running theory is that it's something with the driver itself, but I have no clue. Also Gunvein. What's Gunvein? I don't know why I'm not just showing you what I'm looking up, by the way. This is Gunvein. It's like a vein, but with gun. Pretty cool. I did not see this image. That's fine. It's not like I'm gonna get in trouble for showing that on stream. But I should be more careful about what's on the fucking Google search bar. Main reason why I didn't even think of Death Smiles. Yeah, side shmups are weird to me. I don't like side shmups. Remember finding Donburu a Daki Makura of one of the Death Smile lollies? What does that mean? And seeing how it was tagged as official art. This is official art. Trust, bro. Mine wasn't turning on at 12 a.m. because the sleep schedule's fucked up. And you were using the PC at that time anyway, but you did find it having turned itself on when you woke up. Interesting. Admittedly, there are some days where I am on my PC past 12 a.m. And so whenever that happens, I'm like, oh, cool, I don't need to unplug at this time. It's really funny when it does happen, though, because, like, well, especially the first time it happened. Because when my PC has this, like, red, like, stripe on it or whatever. Or, like it has this, like, line on it or whatever that lights up red whenever the PC turns on. So it was literally like, I'm just in my bed. It's like, you know, it's completely pitch black in the room. And then suddenly I hear a noise and then like the room just turns red. Suddenly there's just this red light filling the room. And I'm like, what the fuck? It's like, I thought Satan was coming for me or something. I don't know. I pissed off some demon. I was like, oh, it's just my PC. But it was just so funny where I'm just like, what the fuck? I literally had like a nightmare about that shit one time. Like, not after it happened, but like... This is like years before, but like I had a nightmare about just like, what was it, trying to like wake one of my parents up or whatever, and then like they're just not there, and then the whole room turns red. So having the whole room turn red around me in real life, in a different scenario of course, but like still set that off a little bit of like, oh god, what's happening? You're on Windows 10, which is an actual operating system that functions. Maybe you're just fucking Windows 11. Maybe. I can't argue with you there. Eventually, you looked up computer turning itself on randomly and finding the fix in a few minutes. Okay. I mean, maybe I should look again. I may not have looked hard enough. I do always need to consider that. I guess also Crown, a question I do have, was it? Because, and I'm gonna look back at that stream VOD to try to remember exactly what happened, but like, when you, was it, when you gave me the stuff originally so that I could mod, or so that I could have Marissa over Reimu in this game, was that just through something that you uploaded to TH Crap, or like was it? Because I seem to remember you sending me a link to some files directly. But I don't remember, but I also remember TH Crap playing a role in that. But I don't remember exactly what role it played. I don't remember what role it played. You don't know how to upload things to TH Crap. Okay. So, okay. Well, that's good to know. So I don't need to necessarily upload things to TH Crap in order to get those files working on someone else's computer. What I do need to know is how to, yeah, what I do need to know is how to get other shit working. Or like, I need to reverse engineer what you did. I just told you to replace the English patch files with the Marissa patch files. Okay, so I would have... Okay, so those English okay, so if you have TH Crap... Right. Okay. Okay, wait, I think I'm getting it now. So you... Okay, so you told me... Or I think I'm remembering this. Because essentially, all I needed to do was have a TH Crap version of the game files. And one way to do that was just by modding it into English. After doing that, then since I had those files there, I was just able to put in the Marissa files you gave me, and that made it work for them, I think. You will now fulfill your purpose as a Linux user and just tell you to switch to Linux while providing no actual help for how to do so without making yourself want to rip your hair off. That is the Linux user way, I see. Also, I realized I should actually test whether my Tsukasa sprites, like, work. I could do that literally after... You know, after this run, I have all the files saved, so this will take, like, 2 minutes. I'm gonna switch over... We're gonna play as Tsukasa today. Just to make sure that my shit's working. It would be good to make sure that my sprites actually work before fucking just sending it. Yeah. What was it? I know something else Cake mentioned is that it'd be funny if I tried replacing, was it, Tsukasa with Reimu for the mid-boss. I think that's probably a little above my pay grade, though. I did find out how to access Tsukasa's files through that file extraction thing that I spent like 2 hours trying to figure out. In fact, that's how I got Tsukasa's files over Reimu, or that's how I got the Tsukasa art. Because I could have just downloaded it off the Sparta's resource, but I realized it'd be easier if I just took the actual files from the game that were already sized and just worked with those instead of trying to work with other shit. Right? I don't know. I mean, I could have probably done stuff to get that sized correctly too, but in my head, it was just easier to use the shit from in-game that was already there. And I tried using that, like, I tried replacing those Tsukasa sprites I pulled, but... I mean, maybe I was just missing a step, but I tried replacing some of the Tsukasa sprites there with, like, or portraits there with, like, different images, and it wasn't working, so. And then I don't even know what the fuck I'd do for, like, the actual boss sprite itself. I was literally trying to replace portraits. I'll write an explanation for you to copy-paste. Okay. Honestly, yeah, that'd be really helpful if you did that. For the, yeah, again, just for the, like, getting it to work on someone else's computer type shit. I would appreciate that a lot. What am I doing? Don't go up. I do also know, what was it? Survival happened recently. I do wanna watch that. Cause that was like the, oh. Listen, the left or right didn't look safe, so I just thought maybe the center would be, and then it wasn't. I think I just got a little unlucky, but like, I probably could have read it better. Whatever. In any case, yeah, that was the main one I was interested in watching, so I want to watch that whenever the VOD for it gets uploaded. Yeah, I know what happened yesterday, so I tried looking at the, wow. It's impossible to have free power now. Fuck it, we ball. Fuck it, we ball. I tried looking at the TWC YouTube channel last night to see if it got uploaded yet, and it is not. It may be uploaded now, but I don't know. It'll be uploaded at some point. They've been uploading all the matches, from what I can tell. I mean, I guess worst case scenario, I could also just go to Twitch to watch it. In my head, though, it'd be easier if I just tried doing it for YouTube, because watching stream VOD for Twitch is a little more annoying. What did I just hear? Did I hear the one-up sound effect? Am I tripping? Did I get a follow? I have no clue. I thought I heard that sound effect, which wouldn't... I didn't get a one-up, so that plays whenever I get a follow. I have no clue. In any case, if someone did follow, thank you. Otherwise, I'm just going insane. Number one. Oh, wait. Wait. I got free power. Nice. That was shit. Crowd control on my part, but that's fine. Goo. I should not be this afraid of green rice. There you go. There you are, buddy. I knew I'd get you. I cannot fucking believe that! We're going stupid today, boys! We're going stupid today. Nice. I think free power is still enough to try for the more aggressive strat. Yeah, it was. I just read the blue rice very bad still. But yeah, that would have worked out fine had I just read blue rice a little better. Sing with your friends, what a perfect way to end on this lonely holiday. La 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 la. This is a possible Misamaru. Not an easy one, that's for goddamn certain. Hello, Vantambugo. You got to do something awesome yesterday? What was it? Tell us this awesome thing of awesomeness. Also, hold on. So make sure you have a language patch installed. 2, go to thcrack folder, repost thcrack link in, and open the patch.js file with ant text editing program. Do I have that? Change the update status into false. No, right. I do have that because I had to do that. Replace the Touhou 18 file in the same folder with the one, the one I'll give him. Open the game with English patch. Enjoy. Okay. Okay. I wonder how much easier this game would be with nice hitboxes. Probably a lot. I mean, there'd still be some fucked up patterns, but... You're almost very angry. I am going to go into videos, and I'm going to make a text file, and I'm going to just paste that in. Guide it. Wow, okay. Perfect. You played Mystic Square on a Oh, that's so sick. Holy shit, that's awesome, actually. How does it feel good? You played... Oh, for some reason I thought that was a different message. Okay. But like... Yeah, how does playing PC98 on official hardware feel? Like, is there like noticeable like input lag or whatever? Hopefully not, right? Maybe I'm just tripping, but I feel like no matter what emulator I use for PC98 games, there's gonna be it always feels like there's a little bit of latency. No PC98 emulation I've used ever feels like super nice. There are ones that feel nicer than others, but like comparing it to like what it feels like when I play a mainline game, it always feels a little clunky. That might also just be that I don't like PC98 movement. Spam risk. Thank you, phone. Very cool. Okay. All right. Oh yeah. Also, my run that got to stage 5 yesterday died to this non. So let's try to not do that again. Okay. I'm not making this any better, but neither is Misamaru. Why do I keep dying to this non? Okay, admittedly, my movement is being ass right now. Or, like, that was just ass reading on my part, but, like, what the fuck? Alright, stage 5. We made it. He didn't bother with the arrow keys, but there was a Sega Genesis hooked up. Okay, interesting. That's cool that they got a controller working for that. I didn't think you could. You found Cake's Twitter. I love how all of it's either Tsukasa, Blue Archive, or that one Blue Archive character that looks like Tsukasa. Yeah, that sounds about right. He was it? Yeah, I got to talk to him briefly a couple days ago, and he was like, yeah, no, I've been really getting into the Blue Archive. Or he's like, yeah, I've been grinding Blue Archive. Use the D-pad of the controller for your other hand, and then the Z and shift on the keyboard. What the fuck? Wait, so you did right-handed D-pad with, like, this? I mean, I guess, yeah, because you'd be like... That's still so weird to me, but I could see that working. What? But then how... Oh, no, so I guess left hand was, like, off-screen here, and then the right hand was doing this. Was doing this? But then left hand over here? Seiya? Okay. I don't know that character. Misumaru, was at almost half the screen height. For non-free, maybe. I think for non-free, me and Misumaru both did some fucked up shit. Lots of people getting into Blue Archive lately. Interesting. Yeah, well, I think, he was saying Blue Archive, like, has tactics to it, essentially. It's not like a mindless, kind of game. It can be mindless if you have statistics, but, like, harder challenges, you really need to think about it. So I guess I could see gameplay-wise why people like it. Blue Archive is eventually going to consume every Touhou fan. It's going to be Touhou 2 when Zun eventually gives up on the series. Dual-wielding controller schemes. That is hilarious. You tried Blue Archive when it came out on Steam. You didn't really click. It's like you're the one... You're the exception. Exception to the norm. Okay, I did get some Stage 5 practice after the run I did last night. So let's see if it works out at all. Well, I've already kind of fucked it up. Just a little bit. I've already fucked it up a little bit. I needed to slip in between that differently. The problem was that I got scared and I dipped to the left when I shouldn't. I had to dip a little left, but not as left as I dipped. I dipped too much left. Now I gotta... and I'm in a rough spot. I know the free power strat to that. The free power strat was what I was doing. I just fucked it up a little bit. I don't know how this goes without free power. I don't remember. I guess it goes fine to 2 power. I should be able to kill her. Nice, yeah. Okay. From what I was practicing last night, generally staying center screen, I think I like a little more here. Staying center screen than just trying to read it. Yeah, center screen works out way better than I think it should. Like, it doesn't seem like center screen should work that well, but, like, not a lot of the bullets actually come near you. I mean, aside from that one miss, I didn't hate that stage 5. Why do I look over at chat after all that, and the first thing I see is sex fox, fox of sex, sex with fox, fox made of sex? Why is that the first thing I see? Bitch fox. We all have a lot of strong feelings about this fox, alright? Oh god. Left hand holding the Genesis controller using D-pad, right hand on the shift and Z keys. God, that's hilarious. You can't really say you're safe from jack shit because you recently hit 1,000 hours in Limbus. But that is standard for Project Moon. Actually, no, it's not. That's 10 times the amount of fucking Limbus Company and Lobotomy Corporation, now that I think about it. And then if you combine them, then it's 5 times the length. Seiya or Tsukasa? So that was a bit of a fugue state. Both. Prefer Tamamo. I don't know who that is. Fox made of bullshit. That fox I hate. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna send it. I can look shit up after this run. I know the strats. I know the. I shouldn't have said shit. I shouldn't have said shit. Should shut my goddamn mouth. I didn't see that red star there. I legit... How was that there? How is that red star there? What the fuck? That was an embarrassing ass fight. That fight sucked ass, bro. That fight sucked ass. Oh, that was an awful fight. Fucking Lamau. Oh, God. Okay. I tried my best. Hold on. Who is Tamamo? That could have been a stage 6 run. Legit. That could have been a stage 6 run. I'm not fucking with you. Who is this? Okay, well, I didn't... Actually, no. Maybe this is who you're talking about. Do you mean... There's a couple of characters that show up, actually. Yeah, there's nothing not safe for work here. This is fine. Quick, pick your Tamamo. Which one of these? Which one of these characters? The one from Fate. I guess I can type in Fate. Oh, yeah, you did say Fate / extra character. Hold on, okay. What do you mean / extra? Okay. So this person. This one. Cool. That's who that is. Yeah, pink hair one and blue purple dress. It's part of the way the Fate series is titled. So sometimes it's called extra. Sex with sex. Nobeka, what are you Nobeka, wake up! Nobeka, you gotta snap out of it, man. Okay, hold on. Speaking of Fox, I want to make sure my mod work. Or I need to make sure the shit I'm doing actually works. Oh yeah, right. So I was here, and then I go to here, and then I go th crap, then I go to reposts, then I go to th patch, then I go to laying in, then I go to 18, then I go to... Well, I go to backup. Yeah, so backup has... Because if I look... Oh yeah, also I was trying to modify this. Oh yeah, I was changing some of these to fishes. But characters. So here we go. So see here's the Tsukasa shit. So I have the Yomu ones. So take the Tsukasa one and then go to player, go to PL00, do this, and then delete, and then call this PL00. Cool. Then go to backup, go to face. So again, we have all the Yomu ones here saved. Here's all the Tsukasa ones. I did have to resprite them though, so that they actually fit. Because they didn't necessarily work on the left side of the screen. The problem is that they're pushed to the left because she's supposed to be on the right side of the screen. So if you place her suddenly on the left side of the screen, they don't work as well. I guess if I had flipped her, maybe it would have worked better. God, I could have done that, couldn't I? Well, too late now. Now player, or not player, go to face, go to PL00, and then do Control V. Replace all 9 files in the destination. Cool. Now go to backup, go to title screen. Here's all these. Go to Tsukasa, and then go to title. It's title underscore PL00B. Title underscore PL00B. And I think we should be good. Think we're good to just start the... Is it gonna... There we go. Okay. Now I go... Hold on, I missed a lot of chat, I realize. As far as you're aware, it could be the same character of different skins. Wait, Fate / Stay Night, Fate / Grand Order, etc. I'll believe you on this one. I'll believe you. God. Okay. Refresh. Shit like that. Okay. 1920. Fate / Stay Night, Fate / Zero Fate. Oh, Apocrypha, and then Fate Extra. For some reason, Type Moon loves to title Fate like that. Wait, Type Moon. Why have I heard that name before? Wait, are they the same people behind fucking... Oh, wait, no, of course they are. Yeah, they're the same people behind Melty Blood, because they had a fucking crossover with their own character, because there's a Sword Girl who appears in Melty 2 or whatever. Oh, whoops. Made that real big. Whoops. That was the wrong thing. That's fine. Okay, hold on. Here we go. 1920 by 1080. This is the face of sex. Playable sex. What does that mean? Melty Blood is based on Tsukihime? What is that? Allow me to get sidetracked again. Oh, that is a character from... Yeah, I recognize these characters. Hold on. I've seen... Right, they make visual novels primarily, right? So they made a visual novel, and then they made a fighting game based off of it. Melty Blood is based on Tsukihime, the 2000s visual novel. Interesting. I did not know that. I did know that they made visual novels and that some of the characters are crossovers. I guess it, yeah. I thought it was more so like or I thought it was a crossover thing, not literally like, yeah, this is like this, but now it's a fighting game. Also, I have to... Okay, hold on. Hold on. Allow me to get sidetracked for one more second, actually. If I may. If I may get sidetracked for just one more second. I need you to understand something. Because I've never noticed this, and maybe a lot of y'all have noticed this, and it'll be like, how do you not see this before? But I swear to God, this is new to me. Hold on. TH crap, repost, TH patch, lang in, 18. So I need you to understand, for the faces, right? Okay, so because again, these files I just took from 18 themselves. This is Tsukasa's standing spray, right? This is, pay attention to her eye here, right? See this? You know, you notice how for this, her eye gets cut off, but she's squinting it? Watch what happens if she squints it in a cutscene. End boss, dialogue. I try to remember which one starts of her doing that. She probably does it during this cutscene at some point. Hold on, so this is fine, right? This looks normal? This looks normal. This is normal, this is normal, this is normal. Look at her eye here. You see how half her eye is squinted and then the other half is still open? So it creates this weird effect. Also, I realize I should do this. No, but so here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. Because I thought I had fucked something up. But, again, I have not modified Tsukasa's files at all. I've just modified Reimu's to have Tsukasa's standing sprite. Look at what happens in-game on stage 5. Hold on. When Tsukasa enters the scene, it's the same thing. This is happening to actual Tsukasa. She's a little wide, yeah. I've never noticed that, but her eye doesn't fully close correctly because her fucking face doesn't line up with her, or her face gets cut off too early. Like, this is, and this isn't my version of it. This is literally just what it looks like in the in-game version. This is just what it looks like. I have never seen that. I've never noticed it. I don't know how that happens. Is she? Okay, she's a little... Well, I had to have her fill out the screen, because all the other characters fill out the screen, so I just had to stretch her a little bit. Is this the same game where the title screen Reimu doesn't even have the white of her eyes? Wait, really? Wait, I've never noticed that. Hold on, what? Oh my god, wait, how have I never seen this? Oh my god, you're so right. What the fuck? What the fuck? Wait a minute, what the fuck? Also, my mouse is not in the right place on screen, but whatever. It's Flesh Moo. Yeah, but in the I've never noticed that before, but in the actual game, her eye does not close correctly. I've straight up never noticed that. There we go. So this is, again, so that I just took her sprite from 19. If you look at her hitbox, it looks a little, to me this looks a little weird, but I swear to God this is how it looks in 19. So I had it line up to that. I had it line up to where her sprite in 19 would be. That's what I base this on. And it makes, okay, I will say, when she moves to the right, that hitbox position makes a lot of sense. When she moves to the right. But again, I think I got this working pretty well for the most part. I'm not going to claim it's perfect, but I got it working. I do love that the flask spin, though. She's doing tricks with the flasks. I think Momoyo's portrait that pops up when she uses a spell card doesn't have the white surprise either. That one's much easier to miss. Yeah, I've never noticed that either. I never pay... Like, this shit, I never pay attention to. Literally, I would have... Like, I probably would have gone for this entire game. Like, if I do manage to LNBNC this game, I probably would have gotten the LNBNC without ever knowing about Tsukasa's eye. The only reason I knew about that is just because I had to sprite over it myself. You wouldn't kill a fellow animal, would you? She fucking did. She killed me at the last moment. God damn it, Michael. We're supposed to be animal buddies. You and me together would have been Tsukasa and Mike. The legendary duo. She doesn't even care. Michael doesn't give a fuck about the theatrics. Again, I will say, this was a lot easier to set up than the Aya and Yomu one. It still came with some of its own complications, but in general, I had much less issues. The main issues I had setting this up was just me being an idiot on some of the steps and forgetting how shit works. Oh yeah, also something funny when I was testing this, by the way, because again, I was using Tsukasa's sprite from, I was using Tsukasa from 19 as a reference for when I was getting the sprite, right? And so because of that, I was pulling up, I was booting up my version of Touhou 19 to see how accurate it was. Yeah, my version of Touhou 19 no longer boots up somehow. I forgot what I was doing. Whoops. I don't know what happened to my copy of Touhou 19, but it no longer works. Yeah, I'm fucked. How did, what? I could try uninstalling it and reinstalling it. That might fix it. But, literally, it was crashing. It started crashing faster and faster. It was every time I went to a menu, every time I backed out of a menu, every time I tried to load up a match, it would crash. And then eventually, I just hit play to try to make it boot up, and it wouldn't even do that anymore. I don't know what happened to my game. Zone released a patch so the game decided to kill itself. No, but Marissa has more lasers now. I get more lasers when I charge up to level 3. What do you mean that's ass? I love my lasers. I do love that Marissa got lasers in Touhou 19, and it's literally just fucking Lyrica's musical notes from Touhou 9. She literally just got Lyrica's charge attack, except now it pierces, which is absolutely hilarious. It's so funny. Oh, I didn't turn on. Cool. I was like, wait a minute. I knew something was missing here. It's now everyone can know how badly I fucked up. Wait, how? Oh, you apparently unsaw Misamaru after restarting the game. Interesting. Maybe, well, I do have... Oh, if I hit 0 at any point... Oh, no, yeah, that's right. Okay, so I know what happened. Okay, so I have 3 hotkeys. Because typically I'm not typing whenever I play Touhou, right? Typically. So I have 3 hotkeys in order to make the Misamaru counter function. I have the plus key, which adds. I have the minus key, which subtracts. And then I have the 0 key, which resets. So when I typed in PL00, I just reset the Misamaru counter twice. I don't know why in stage 3 I can see like the line or whatever on the bullets. It's weird. I know it doesn't happen for normal shots. -5 Misamaru scene. No! My Misamarus, where did they go? Where have they gone? Misamaru debt. Oh, now we're talking about the real capitalism. Shimano would be so happy. God. Also, thinking back to Touhou games crashing. What was it? I played a couple months back. There was a Touhou 6. There was a Touhou 6 mod that added multiplayer to it, and I ended up playing that with admitted Gerfness. But just recently, a Touhou 7 version of that mod came out, and it supports up to 3 players. What was it? Gerfness had already gotten on with like one of their other friends to like try like a co-op run, and I think they had also tried a free player run, although it like ended up with it's like not even at version 1 yet, so it has a lot of desyncs and bugs at the moment. But we did end up getting to play that, and it was really funny. I ended up crashing before we could even finish a full run. Hilariously, I was the only one who crashed. I was the only one. I had the right read. I was just half a second too slow on that left press. Ick. I'm caught in the ick. Thought it said Misamaru's scene. Alright. Should say that, yeah. I guess I don't need the comma. Actually, yeah, wait, I wouldn't need that. Why did I add a comma to that? The only reason you'd add a comma is if it's possessive or... Wait, yeah. Well, it's kind of funnier, though. I'd only need to add it if it's possessive or if it's a conjunction. And it's not a conjunction. But, like, yeah, it is Misamaru's scene. She owns the scene. Fake English speaker. I mean, I feel like that every goddamn day of my life, to be real. I don't know why I added that comma. I don't know. Coming sick after 3 days of school when normally never getting sick tells a lot. School is a disease. Well, also, you probably just have a lot of students in your class that don't fucking take showers because they're just, like, video gamers, for real, for real. Can wait for an IN version of the mod to come out so you can force Drip and Minus to play with me so we can implode when you can't tell which Yobo is whose. Actually, was it in the person who was working on, or who made the 6 and 7 ones said that someone else is working on a Touhou 8 multiplayer mod. So, yeah, you may have that to look forward to in the future. You may. Depends on whether that gets finished. ESL moment? I have no idea what ESL is. English-speaking loser. I was trying to think of other acronyms that'd be funny, and I was like, what if you made fake English speaker an acronym? And then I realized that's FES. So then you have persona-free fake English speaker. I guess, I don't know. I saw the dodge there. I didn't necessarily hate it. It's literally just probably going to the left would have been better instead of trying to force up movement for that. Oh, English second language. Okay. I wish I had like, genuinely, I wish I had a second language so I could give that excuse. I don't even have that. I have, like, 1 month of Spanish that I took. And then whatever Japanese I hear through Kendo/anime. You know... Wait a minute. How did I not notice that? That's not lined up, isn't it? Yeah, that is very slightly off. How does that work? Because, so, like, if I'm moving the visual, does that move the actual hitbox? I'm noticing this is slightly off kilter to the left, right? Does that matter? How does that affect gameplay? Or does it affect gameplay? Do I need to fix that? Probably. Could probably move all of them up by, like... So, either I need to move them down or up. I actually don't know how that would work. Hold on. Hold on. See, this is why I wanted to... See, this is why it's good to play it. Because I'm just noticing that. Oh, I need to open up GIMP. Do y'all think... Hold on. If I'm trying to move it more to the left, do y'all think I need to move it up or down in the image? Because I don't know how the layout for that works. I would imagine move it up would move it to the left. But I genuinely have no idea. I guess I can also just... I'm going to need to close to 18 anyway. Where are we going again? Alright, go to Touhou. Go to th crop, repost, th patch, lang in, 18, player, p00, this one. Or maybe the, might be that these are, that isn't Paint 3D. Yeah, I use GIMP whenever I need to make shit transparent, or for this, because this is a lot better. Hold on, are these the same pixels away from each other? I feel like that would help for one. But I don't know if that's necessarily the issue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Also, hold on. Oh, no, I know what I need to do. I know it's not working. Yeah. Control C, Control V. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8. So again, it's 8 pixels, and actually it's exactly one of this away from each other, right? But then if I line this up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's off by 1. So what I do is I do this. And then I go to this. And then I delete this section. Control X. So at the very least, now they're spaced correctly. I don't know. But then do I move them all? But that still doesn't answer my question. Okay, we're gonna try this for now. Hold on. Export as PL00. We can do test runs of this real quick. We can do test runs. Okay. So load up the game. So it's still offset to the left. I'm gonna assume that them being equally spaced, though, is probably still a good thing. So I'm not gonna worry about it on that front. But yeah, it's still... It's clearly not even. So so what we do... Oh, this will be awkward. Well, nah, it won't. So I take these two and then I adjust the other image based upon it. Right? Also, let me make sure I'm not crazy. Hold on. Because it doesn't look like they're lined up, but they should be theoretically. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. No, they were good. That is not an issue. That is not the problem. That is fine. Okay. Delete the layer. Okay, so take these two. Do I want to take both? Fuck it. Take both for now and move them up by like... Oh, wait. So that would mean... Also, I'm not copying anything. Move it over by like 2 pixels. And then move this over by like 2 pixels. And then go to this one. Hide these two. Select this. Delete. Right? That's how this works. And then do this. So let's see if that changed anything. This should be change. This should change it at least a little bit, right? Yeah. Admittedly, now I feel like it's a little too far to the right. I wonder if this is actually changing where the hitbox is. Hold on, just as a funny little test. I wanna know. Oh, it doesn't? Okay, so it literally just changes the visual. Okay, never mind. Okay. But I think yeah. Okay. So, but what should happen then? It should just be... Because again, I still don't think it's, like, correctly aligned, right? So if I want it to be correctly aligned, I need one more down. One more down should fix it. Because it was a little too far to the left. You could literally delete those from the image and they would still exist. Okay. Good to know. Typically, if you delete stuff in Touhou 18, from my experience, it actually replaces it with what's supposed to be there. Like, normally, whenever I delete, like a Reimu sprite or whatever, and then go forward, it still has that Reimu sprite, which is interesting. Is this where I had it before? I feel like this is better now, right? This looks better. Was this where it was originally? But you can make it like all... You can make it all like... You can make it ultra transparent. And play as the true ghost Yomu. Wait, that would be funny actually. Wait, if I made the little... Wait a minute. If I turned off the transparency on the Yomu Ghost Orbiter? Or do you mean if I do, like... If I make Yomu transparent herself? Okay, I think I like that one. I think... Yeah. Finger good. I don't know... Whatever. I already... Yeah, I did what I needed to. We're good. I think I'm good with that. I think I did what I set out to do. I think. Now I'll do this. Set the size. I do love the comment, just like, Zun at least knows how to program a hitbox. It's like, well, it is true. You know, you can never be too sure about these things. Delete all and add a single pixel. The invisible character. Oh my god, that'd be so funny. Oh, also, hold on. I'm getting well, okay, this whole... every stream is me getting sidetracked. But I have... What was it? I have an image. Go to pictures. Go to, your screenshots. This is when I was messing around. This is when I was messing around with the title screen and I made her way too big. She's just a fucking monster. Hey, listen, I gotta run to Megamoo. If that's not a run to stage 5, I don't know what is. I mean, if that's not playing Okay, but... Yeah, but see, look at how... No, that is better. The needles are perfectly lined up with the flask. So that is... I did fix it. How's she fitting the tube with... What does that mean? Is she fitting the tube with that ass? Oh, how is she fitting into the tube? I see what you're saying. She'll find a way. She's a crafty individual. She's a crafty one. She'll find a way. Oh, also I need to... Did you? Sorry, I was too busy thinking about the box of sex to notice. You know what? Fair enough. I literally could have beaten the game right then and there, and you would have been like, "Wait, sorry, you did what?" What is it? Yeah, I was lost in my own world, thinking about Tsukasa. Just thinking about box of sex. Sorry, I couldn't bother to notice. Admittedly, the Megamoo fight itself was very shit. It's so funny because I literally did a practice Mega Move last night and I fucking LNN'd her. I swear to God. I did a practice Mega Move last night and I LNN'd that fight. And then I come in today and I die to her first free patterns in the most embarrassing ways possible. I could have had her run to stage 6 on my hands and I flew. If a raccoon can climb up your ass, Tsukasa could probably fit away to fit into the tube. Exactly. That there's anything we learned from yesterday, it's that. If there's anything we learned. Or not yesterday, 2 days ago. I still love getting rated by tech support during that and him being like, man, I always know that it's a safe bet to place my viewers in your chat. It's like nothing, you know, nothing bad ever happens whenever I place them into the Chris05 chat room. What could possibly go wrong? Yeah, to be fair, like 99% of the session has just been me dying in stages 1 to 3. My early game has been very shit today. In fact, I'll probably practice some stage 3 shenanigans. If nothing else, we're educating these viewers. You know, I guess we are, yeah. They didn't know about that. I didn't know about that. Where else are you gonna learn what Minecrackers are truly capable of? Where else would you learn that? Yeah, it's a very cute Yomu. It was drawn by Alice. Alice the femcel. She did a, what was it? She's drawn, she's actually done all the emotes that I got. I think my favorite one she's done is Ignoremu, but I do love the Yomu one a lot. It's very cute. It was also it was a fun little project getting to crop the image as well. Because what was it? Alice sent it like uncropped, kind of like as a test image essentially, and I was like, yeah, I'll use that one. And then so I just cropped it myself, and she's like, I could have done that, you know. I was like, it was fun. you drew it, so like, you know, I'll be the one to crop it. I think, yeah, Alice cropped most of the other ones. I think that there are very few that I went out of my, or had to go out of my way to crop. But I did crop, I think I cropped 2 of them. But again, I did not mind having to crop them. It was a fun little project to work on. Again, I think, what was it? We have, yeah, because again, that's an actual mode, and then I like that one. Hold on. I like, oh yeah, I forgot about Diose. That one's fun. But I like this one, and then also, oh, I forget how typing in emotes works. Is that it? Damn it. How does that work? Is it /Yomu happy? Or did I not capitalize it right? Y'all know which one I'm talking about. Y'all know. You know the emote. I don't use it often, but genuinely, whenever I see that emote, I can't help but smile. Just seeing how fucking happy a character is. Twitch emotes are case-sensitive. Well, I know it's like a 7TV emote, so I just need to type it in right. But I just... Or you mean like capital sensitive, right? Uppercase, lowercase. Is it... Hold on. Is it this then? Oh, yeah, there we go. Look at her. Look at her. I can't, like, how can you see that emote and not smile? She's bouncing around all over the place. She's having such a great time. It's absolutely great. I mean, that emote's pretty great too, but just for different reasons. I mean, you know, so that emote's got its fucking ups and downs as well. There's certainly a lot of movement. There certainly is movement. I do love that someone had to come up with the... Because, like, presumably, someone had to come up with the emote Among Us Gay Sex. And then someone was like, you know, what if this was wide, actually? And thus, wide Among Us Gay Sex was born. From the tormented mind of whoever the fuck made that. I don't remember. Here we go again. Come on, Sonya. You and me, right now, right here, duel time. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. My reading could have been cleaner there, admittedly. But that's fine. I lived. I lived, so I don't care. Nice. Oh, you know, I'm noticing now, actually, that there's no... Ah! You know, maybe I should have paid more attention to the bullets. Whoops. But I was noticing that for the flask, there's no more, like, line clipping. So that must be because I spaced them correctly. So I guess that's what I need to do for Yomu then. You don't even know what killed you. It was a bullet. It was frozen peas. If I ever die in this game, blame it on frozen peas. You know, I'm always choking on frozen peas. That's me. That's my day-to-day existence, actually. Gun. It's like you see... When a character with a gun comes into the game and decides that you don't get to live anymore, then that's just kind of your life. I had the right dodge. I just tapped too far. God damn it. Trying to do the thwomp noise. Like, I can't do grunts to save my life. I'm not a fucking impersonator. I can't imitate things and voices and sounds. There's that one dude. He's really cool. He was in Spaceballs, and he's just fucking incredible at mimicking noises with his mouths. Mouths? His multiple mouths, of which he has many. Yeah, he has that one scene where he's like, I'm not getting anything in the bleeps, the treeps, and the creeps. And he's like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then he fucking does the sound effects. Fuck it, I'm moving on. It doesn't do he perfectly does the sound effects for the bleeps, the treeps, and the creeps. And it's incredible. He's a fucking awesome dude, I think. I don't know him in real life, but like, at the very least, his sound effect prowess. I think he also did. I'm pretty sure he did a video with Donkey. Actually, there was a Donkey video where Donkey was talking about like sound effects in games and how a lot of them go unnoticed. And then he had he had some dude he was collabing with to like just do a bunch of replicate a bunch of video game noises and sound effects with his mouth. And I'm like, that's got to be the same dude, right? He's so like. I can't imagine it's anyone else who could fucking do it like that. I mean, obviously, I think there's more people who could replicate video game sounds with the mouths really well, but like, again with the mouths. But that dude has a certain gift. Did your game just lag? Probably. I haven't dropped any frames, so it probably was the game. That happens sometimes. From my point of view, the bitch box just fucking exploded. She was there and then she just died. She died of diabetes mellitus, actually. It got too much. The blood sugar built up too much. God, I wish I actually, that one's a bit too much for chat. It's like, God, I wish I just fucking exploded. I wish that was me who exploded. I love that AE. I don't know where the fuck that comes from, but my friend loves to use that for the tag and stuff. Well, no, I know you didn't say stream, but I mean, like, if the game didn't lag, then it'd be, like, the stream that would lag, right? That's kind of what I mean. But I'm not seeing the stream, any signs of the stream lagging. So I think it would have just been the game. It is so funny whenever, like, this is unrelated, but, like, because I was hanging out with Gurfness last night, and he was asking me just like, oh, do you know, like, this or this about, like, Undertale Deltarune community memes? And I'm like, nope. He's like, you've never heard of this? And I'm like, it's just so funny whenever I have to reintroduce to somebody the fact that I've never been online a day in my life. Or that I've never used social media a day in my life. It's so funny. The closest thing I have to social media is like YouTubers. Yeah, this is just not a run. This ain't it, Chief. I'm just gonna go forward for the lols. DKO. Alright. You can fucking have her, Nopeka. It would be the in-game FPS that lag. Yeah. No, again, that does happen in my game sometimes. Oh, well, I know you were asking about, like, did the game lag? And I was just like, yeah, I don't think it could have been anything else, is basically what the stream reference was supposed to be. I guess I can do one more run. I'll do one more run, and I'll get some stage free practice, because I'm struggling. You were gonna horny post a bit more about Tsukasa, but there's no one here that's worse than me to make my posts seem a bit tamer than they are by comparison. Yeah, no, you don't got Banana Walrus or Alice to offset right now. You started typing that comment and went, actually, this might be a bit too much to just say here. It's like, I better leave these for the DMs. Anything to avoid dealing with her shitty patterns. Yeah, her patterns are kind of shit. It's for the better. Her Tsukasa patterns are not fun. I don't think... Okay, to be fair, I think the one in stage 5 is fine if you know how to misdirect it. The one in stage 6, you kind of just have to deal with no matter what, though, and it's kind of shit. It's not, like, awful, but it's, you know, it's not the most fun. Could've worked, should've worked, might have worked, didn't work. $13.60. Fucking got him. Trying to think of... I should know what it's for the better means, but I don't know what it's for the better means. I assume you're just talking about Nobeka. It's been like... it's better if we don't know your twit longer about Tsukasa. The Tsukasa twit longer does not need to happen. I know typically Twitter longers are like drama related, right? But I think it'd be so funny if someone just like made a post talking about like just made like a copy pasta talking about how they love Tsukasa so much that it requires the amount of space of a twit longer. Oh, about me being away from social media. Oh, that would make sense, yeah. No, I mean, in some ways I do think it's for the better, yeah, definitely. I've still been corrupted in my own ways, but, you know, I'm not social media corrupted. I don't know where to go. It worked. Fuck it, I'm having ice cream. I don't know where that came from, but I support. Ice cream's good. It's like, fuck this shit, I'm getting some ice cream. Cat yelling at me because it's raining a fuck ton. Well, come inside. No, I do love it when it's like, was it? It's like raining outside and we have like our dog here and he's like he's like, or it's like storming and it's like he's like looking at the door and barking because he wants to go outside, and then and then we open the door for him. He's like, do you really want to go out here? And then he looks and he's like, oh. Like he doesn't know where the fucking problem's coming from, and then we have to open the door for him just to be like, oh, I see now. That's where the issue lies. That's where the issue. That was it. The dog we have, Frankie. He is both like, he's like fairly intelligent and also dumb as hell. Kind of like me. Three, 2, 1, 0. Except I don't know if I'm fairly intelligent. I feel like sometimes I can understand some things like better than the average person. And then sometimes I'm failing to read a sentence for like 5 minutes. It's really back and forth with me. It's really back and forth. Or I literally just like don't. It's really common where it's like someone tells me to click on something and I'm like, where is that? Like it's on the screen and my eyes are looking everywhere but where they want me to look. It's so fucking true. So true, bestie. Just took out 900 milliliter ice cream. See, and that's the thing. I should know how much 900 milliliters is, but I don't. That's again, this is the dumb as hell side. How much is 900? Like I should know what 900 milliliters is, but I can't picture that in my head. Do something about the rain then. Just get it to stop. Same thing happens to me, but with cats. Your Karen cats are... Yeah. Karen cat's such a bitch because she comes over to the side door and starts fiddling with the metal door stopper thing that you flip over. Or that you flip over a thing so it stays open. Uses the doorbell to get inside, but then she doesn't come in when you come to open the door and just stands there. So she opens the cat door, rings on the doorbell, and then when you're like, alright, then come in then, she's like, nah, I don't want it now. You made me wait for too long, actually. I can't believe Karen would do this to us. At least Karen doesn't ask you to speak to a manager. Or doesn't ask if she can speak to a manager. She uses the outside door stopper as a doorbell to make you come and open the door. Oh, I see. So instead of just using it, she just keeps creating noise. I think she just wants to play with it. Admittedly, I think she just wants to play with that shit. I don't even think she recognizes it as like a door or like as an entrance. My cat just straight up opens the whole door. What, it doesn't make it like it claws onto the doorknob? Like does like a full leap? Claws onto the doorknob and then twist it? Actually, no, same. Yeah, my cat just screams that they want something from me. No, there's so many times where Fred just wants into my goddamn room. He doesn't want anything from me. He just wants in here because it's a room that he doesn't get to get into normally. And so he'll just stand at the door and he just fucking yells. He just yells over and over again. And I'm like, Fred, I'm not letting you in here. I have more patience than he does. Depending on the day. You don't have a cat? You used to have a dog. Honestly, like, what is it? Yeah. If I can get to the point where I don't have any animals in the house with me, I would take it. I'm never getting an animal on my own. I am terrible at looking after animals. It's not a me thing. The animals are here at this house, I do not look after them. It's not like I hate them, but I just don't care. I'm not an animal person, I've realized. Yeah. No, yeah, I assume you no longer have a dog. How long ago did your dog die? I know we had a dog that died a couple years back. Yeah, we used to have fucking 2 dogs at the house. 2 dogs and 2 cats. She was a hassle. I don't know, she's not a playful type, really. So, yeah, so she literally just does that to annoy people, and... Yeah, she hangs in the thing you use to open the door. Oh my god. So, or like she hangs on the doorknob itself. Now my 2 dogs are wrestling and being lesbian. God damn it, lesbian dogs. My cats has recently discovered how to close doors. They're evolving. Problem is she does it while she's still inside the room. You know, she's gotta get to step 2. She's figured out step 1. She usually results in her screaming. He passed away early November 2025. Damn, that, yeah, okay, that's pretty recent then. Sorry about that. The bitch is pushing 16. Like, grow up. Grow up. God, stop being so annoying, cat. Also, hello, Yokai. How you doing? Hi. The return of unconnected marketeers. It is back. I am now... Oh, wait, no. Also, the visual thing is still happening with the flask. Never mind. But, what was it? Yeah. I forget if I ever mentioned it to you, but I did take... I took a break from 18, literally, because I was studying for an exam. But I am back now. Now I am job hunting / playing this game. Die. How far have I gotten today? I actually got a run to Megamoo. I got a run all the way to Megamoo, and then I choked to Megamoo immensely, like really bad. But I did get to her. It is pretty neat. It's not very often I get a run to stage 5, let alone Megamoo. Not very often. Alright, we're currently in the middle of discussing animal story. Actually, I don't know if we're in the middle or at the end, but we're discussing animals and the pains they bring upon our day-to-day lives. Do you have any animal stories? Do you have a well of animals? Also, it's a really cute emote. Who is that? That's Rainy Wren. The fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Gordor dance. Very dumb. I like it. That's from Rainy Rentian. I don't know them. I assume they're, well, I mean, obviously they're a Twitch streamer, but like, are they like VTuber personality type person, or like what? Or are they just like normal Twitch streamer? They bitch basic Twitch streamer. There's 2 types of Twitch streamer you can be. Bitch basic or VTuber. No other categories exist. Yeah, I didn't know where to go there. I guess I should have just stayed in the center. I just felt like center would have gotten me killed, but then I went off to the left and that got me killed, so who knows? Truly. Who can say for sure? Oof. That was very low on the screen, Sanyo. Oh, PNG tuber. Never mind, there's a third category. Never mind, we discovered the third category, PNG tuber. I don't know how long PNG, or who the original PNG tuber thing, who the original PNG tuber is, like what made that a concept, but like, I do remember the first time ever seeing it was like with Scott Falco. Because, yeah, he does like PNG tuber shit. I do like that idea where it's just like you don't want a face cam, but you want a little character on the side, so you literally just put a PNG. Well, like, okay. Because, like, if it's like a VTuber, right, you need a 3D model of something, which can still allow for a lot of variety, but, like, you know, it's not... Like, it still has to be based around the software. PNG tubers, like, I can get a PNG of fucking anything. I can get a PNG of a fish and put it on top of, like, where my hands are right now. And as long as I have, like, another PNG to make, like, the mouth of the fish open whenever I talk, then I am officially a PNG tuber. I used to watch her, but I watched a lot of people during lockdown years. Makes sense. During lockdown years, I used to watch a lot more Twitch streams as well. Or a live 2D model. Can't forget 2D tubers? Live 2D tubers. I don't know that one, actually. Live 2D models? What separates that from a PNG tuber? Is it like more animated, I guess? That's me being silly? Okay, gotcha. Oh yeah, also Nobeka, how do you like the... Or not Nobeka. I saw Nobeka's name pop up as I was reading chat again. Yokai, what do you think about the Tsukasa mod, by the way? Live 2D is what most people think about when they think about VTubers? Really? Live 2D is an alternate to 3D models. So it's not... it's a 2D model, but it's animated a little more, so it looks more 3D-ish. It's neat. Does this mean she... Yeah, no, she gets... Yeah, Tsukasa gets to fight herself. Tsukasa's her own worst enemy, which, you know... Listen, if you played 19 story mode, you know that's more or less true. The actions that she performs does eventually come to bite her in the ass. Eventually. She can't be lying to everyone. Someone's gonna find her out. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Well, my game hates this. Why does my game hate yellow rice today? I mean, actually, no. I get why the game hates yellow rice. I hate yellow rice, but I'm gonna win. Never mind. I panicked. If I hadn't panicked, maybe things would have got a little better. Nice. Yeah. Get him. Get him with the free power. Look at that. That was clean. Ish. For free! Into the shoes! Yeah, again, I don't like having to rush back to the center like that, but it is kind of nice initially to not have to do that, like, center dodge. Alright, that's 2 Misumaru's gotten to. Both on, like, okay-ish paces. Not great paces, but... Why do you have Lily? Emotional support? Thank God I didn't have to be the one to explain it. Do you really need to get my opinion having Tsukasa on screen at all times? It's like, listen, yeah, your opinion is valued and important. Or rather, you're ready to have my opinions on this subject. It's like you don't want to know my opinions on this. 0.3 slowdown, invalid run. Damn it! No, my run! Lies and getting caught eventually. Marissa comes to mind. True. They both do that as well, actually. Except Marissa's like a protagonist, so she gets away with it a little more. The part of the yin-yang attacking before you were out of the... With the yin-yang attacking before you were out of the cluster is pure evil. I forget, where was that? Out of the cluster, the yin-yang? You mean Jimbo, or do you mean Yellow Race? I don't know. The stage 4 is a lot of pure evil, so... It was inside of a pattern. Oh, no, I know what you're talking about. Yes, the transition with the fairy in the middle of the screen, and then the... Yeah, and then the purple bullets of the yin-yangs. Yeah. Yeah. Hold on. I'm gonna focus up a little bit. But I know what you're talking about. Terrible movement. I can't believe that was almost a fucking cap. Nice. I went too far down. That was my bad. That was completely my bad. Two runs to stage 5 today is, not the worst. I will say. Jesus. I've had 2 Misumaras today, and they've both been stage 5 runs. Yeah. A 5 miss is still pretty bad, though. But free power is nice. The difference is that Marissa doesn't have the same fucking non-spell pattern 3 times in one game. So what do you mean? That was close. I love the fuck. Okay, I do see that radio player. I will play that after this run, admittedly. I'll queue it up now, but I want to concentrate. I will play it in practice, but I don't want to do that now. It's an alternate stage 5 theme, right? That's what this is. You know what? Okay, I'll set it on loop. I'll set it on loop. I can do it. Let me mute the game. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. If I'm not going to do it now, then when am I ever going to do it? Right? Set it on loop. Right? Use practice, it's fine. Okay. I'll do that then. Okay. Schizo movement gaming? Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, a little bit. Okay. Let's get it. Okay, again, I have stage 5 practiced. It's not... It's Tsukasa in the thumbnail. I didn't read the title. Also, I'm probably doing it a little off from where I need to be doing it. Yeah, I made the same mistake again. Fuck. I need to practice this more. Fuck. I know the idea now. I'm just too afraid. I'm doubting it in my mind for literally no reason. I have literally no reason to doubt this strat, and yet I'm doubting it anyway. I've literally practiced this at free power. I was doing it yesterday, and it was going fine, and they just... Whatever. I don't want to be guilty of killing your run. No, you're good. You good. To be fair, it's not going to kill the run. Like, even if I swapped over to her and I lost, that was going to be my fault. And clearly... Yeah, again. I didn't trust myself there anyway. So, that's all me. This is all me, right? The music's here. This is all me. This is all me right now. Regardless of how this run goes, it's all me. It's all on me. You can blame it all on me. I was wrong, and I just can't live without you. Okay. Stay in the center is what I was doing in practice because I kind of like it. Do not let them take your center screen. Okay, that was bad reading on my part. I made a wrong dodge there, admittedly. Need to go center screen. Ah, yeah. Terrible ass stage 5. Ugh. Yeah, I can't kill them because I have 2 power. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. Where do I go? Where do I go? Yeah. I need more stage 5 practice. I want to practice stage 3 though, because stage 3 was going kind of bad. But God, I want to practice stage 5. Okay, I can practice stage 5 as I listen to the song that was intended for stage 5. Let's do that. I'm frustrated. I was literally practicing stage 5 last night to avoid that shit, and God damn it, Nopeka. I was like, sorry, man, I just can't control myself. I see the fox and I just lose all the thing. Double fox sex. Fox is made of sex. Okay. Please tell me the fairy that fled didn't have a fragment. Oh no, it wouldn't have mattered. Yeah, I don't know what fairy fled, but it didn't have a Or wait. Do you mean in stage 4 or stage 5? There was no fairy in stage 5 that fled that had a fragment. I will say that. Only end of stage fairies and bosses have fragments. Thank you. Thank you. But you know who's cuter, actually? You know who's cuter? She's cuter. She's cuter, actually. Saying no because your memory failed on some of the stages. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Also, so that section you're talking about, by the way, or that section you were talking about where the yin yang started shooting before the fairies. In fact, I can show this off. No, not mid-boss stage portion. So, here's the thing, right? So the reason that overlap happens. So if I want to kill this fairy fast enough and not have to deal, well, like, so look, I killed the fairy the second it spawned in, and then like shortly afterwards the yin yang spawn in. Here's the problem, though. Right before that section, like, for one, that was how long it took to kill with 4 power, me shotgunning it down the whole time. But, like, let's say I transition into it for this section, where I'm, like, actively trying to, like, crowd control and then also stream it so I don't die, right? Whatever. Let's say I do die. And suddenly it's free power. I think free power, maybe you can kill it fast enough, but it's a little more strict. I can kill it. Yeah, okay, if I die of free power, I can actually... Okay, that's actually good to know. That's good to know. I haven't had that situation happen too many times in runs. But again, this might take me a couple of attempts, but let's say theoretically, I don't fuck it up, and I do my streaming correct. And then let's say I try transition that into killing the fairy now. The fairy's been on screen for a little bit. I kill it, but then it's like, now I'm here. And I don't even get the power it drops. I don't get the power. And that was with 4 power. That was with max power on Reimu Hakare in this game. Second highest shot damage in the game. Cannot kill that fairy fast enough after doing blue rice streaming with full power. I don't even, if I had free power when I would actually need it, then the fairy would still be alive, I'd be in the middle of the screen, and I'd be getting shot at from both sides. So I don't even bother to kill it. I don't even bother. So that section is just fucked up like that no matter what. Funny how free kills faster than 4. Must have to do with how you align all the needles. No, the reason free killed faster than 4 there is because free got to shoot it from the very start. Free's dealing, like, Free's either dealing less, or actually, considering you're not hitting all the needles, it's probably doing around the same damage as 4. The only difference in the reason why it died faster there was just because, the only reason it did that was because I was able to start shooting it the second the fairy spawned in. But if I delayed that shooting by, like, a second or 2, which will also, the song is looped now. If I do that by a second or 2, which will naturally happen, given how I deal with blue rice. And I might be able to do a blue rice in a different way to where I can stay more so in the middle of the screen, but man, that's hard. Yeah. Yeah, the kill's faster because he got under it faster. Yeah, that was the only reason. You'll explain what this is. A fan-made theme of Tsukasa herself. The reason you entered it for stage 5 is so you could play while you actually fight her mid-boss. Gotcha. Okay, well, actually, if that's the case... You know what we can do? Because, yeah, you know what? I said I'd play it for stage 5 practice. Let's actually do that. I'm gonna open it on loop for a little bit, and we're gonna have it fulfill its intended purpose. Even if it's not mid-run, we're gonna have it fulfill its intended purpose. Because I do want some... I was planning on getting stage 3 practice, and I probably still will before the end of the stream. But God, I'm pissed off. but God, I'm pissed off. That's it. I'm just mad. God, I'm pissed off. Okay. You can play until you get past the mid-boss just for the joke. Yeah. Probably good. So, okay, for one, I should start a little closer to the left side of the screen. But 2, so how this works, because you can stream this very slowly. So basically, once you have the left side more or less taken care of, then you just go here. Literally, that's all I need to do. And now I start streaming it down. This is literally all I had to do. And I failed this both runs. But now I'm in the perfect spot. This is same power, same setup. I literally just did it better. And then I didn't take care of that one fairy, but who cares? Because I can easily adjust for like one fairy not being there, not being killed. Like, look at this. See how much fucking easier that is? All I had to do. Cool theme and all, but why does the notes at the beginning sound like my drunk stepdad slamming my head against a piano? I need to listen to that intro again. Also, Zero Sun hiding Kyoko and Watanabe. It's like you'll never know. You'll never know where I hid Kyoko. So again, you delay this so I don't have to deal with these for as long. Again, I genuinely think center is fine. Although I may have just been getting a little lucky yesterday, but like, well, no, but I pulled it off today as well. I feel like it's not the worst strat. You just gotta not read dumb. Like that. Just don't do that. So okay. So what I want is free captures before getting to Tsukasa, and then I want free, like, I want to capture the whole section before I get to Tsukasa, like just all of this, and then I want free captures at the section after Tsukasa, like from Tsukasa all the way to the boss. That's the practice I'm looking for. Why did I give myself 2 lives if that's the idea? I don't know. My brain read that as deception. Probably because she spells trouble per... Wait. Decepticon. Oh. Because she spells trouble for deceptions. I don't know. We could ask the composer about the creative choices. Listen, maybe... It's so funny when it just cuts off like that. The joke is done. Alright, fine. The joke is completed. You want to listen to what Better Off Dead? I was trying to think of what song Better Off Dead reminded me of. I remember now. It reminds me of Scorpion Queen from fucking Alpharad or Ace of Hearts. Where it's like, but I can say I'm better off dead. Like that song. Okay, you know what? Yeah, fuck it. Bring out Yomu. This is for me. This is for me. Break out the Yomu. Again, see, even if it's not like great, just don't leave the left side or don't leave the right side of the screen. It only fucks over the setup if you leave the right side of the screen. And that's what I did both times because I got afraid like a dumbass. Random question, why is your Minecraft handle Steve Fan? Forgot about the numbers. I think it's Steve, I don't even remember. Steve Fan 10,000 or whatever, 100,000. I don't know. I just thought it'd be funny. I had to come up with a handle for my username, and I just didn't feel like doing Chris05 that day. I think it was partially inspired by Smash as well, because like, you know, I play like decent amount of Smash, and he's like, what is it? He's like pretty good. Fuck. Okay, that's 2 caps leading up to Tsukasa. I tried to delay her kill a little too much. He's really good in Smash Ultimate, so I just wanted to make a joke about just being a generic Steve fan. Just like, nah, guys, I just really love Steve. I don't even play Steve in Smash Ultimate. I play fucking Fox McCloud. I play Guy Sex Fox. Can you share a legendary quote of yours with the other viewers? I have no clue what this will be, so do it. I have no clue. I've said so much stupid shit here, I don't remember. I don't remember. This will be news to me as well. Probably. I'm curious to see if I'll remember the context of whatever it is you say. I can at least, like, delay some of the earlier ones. I think it's just once it starts becoming too much, then... Shit, I didn't see that one. Ah, okay. Icarus is the kid. Oh, yeah, no, I remember. No, that was from recently, actually. Yeah, no, yeah, that was from very recently. Alright. Do I keep this running? I don't know. I think that's a good stopping point for that song. Well, we'll just go back to, unless someone's got a song, we'll just go back to 18 music. Yeah, that was from first day stream. Okay, also, what was it? On Saturday, I tested the game again. Next time I stream Another Dead, it should no longer chug to hell and back once gameplay starts. I tested it last stream. I tested it on Saturday. I fixed some of my encoder settings. It should be fine now. Yeah, no, I forget. We were talking about Yokai was bringing up Kid Icarus, and then I was I forget what I said that led into it, but that is exactly what I said word for word. Personally, I'm a bigger fan of Twitch doesn't like genocide. Why? Okay, I don't remember that one, actually. I don't remember that. That's new to me. Thank you for the blessings. To further elaborate, the quote is from a dad's stream. Yeah, no, again, that was from that was from last first day stream. Pretty unbased of them. Hold on. I don't remember this. Oh, also, I haven't been sharing 18 like this entire time. Oh, this was when I was cropping shit. Twitch doesn't like genocide? What is in Twitch like genocide? God. That was pretty unbased of them to not like genocide. That's weird of them. That's weird. I mean, that is exactly something I would say, but I'm gonna say the name of Violent Undertale route. Oh, in response. Yeah, but Twitch doesn't like it. Okay, I see. You tried to talk about the genocide route, and then Twitch was like, what are you talking about? You can't say genocide. Yeah, read Becca's chat. I did that wrong. Whoops. Okay, hold on. Sorry, I'm just zoning out right now. My brain started going to other places in life and time, and I was like, and now I don't even remember where I was. Why is that so early? What? Am I missing a stream or a restream? I thought it was just 1, 2, 3. No? Did they add extra time to her? Oh, God. I bring out the best in people's clip farm ability. I think this non was bugged in TH Prack and has a bit of extra time. Okay, but it should still theoretically line up the same then. Because I don't think it would make... I can't imagine it makes the section after it any longer. But just know that whenever I'm practicing this section, she'll have a little bit more time left than she's supposed to. Now, I know I said not to leave the center, but sometimes you see the perfect opportunity and you kind of got to take it. So again, I want 3 caps leading into Megamoo. Currently at 0. Zero caps of the Tsukasa section. But yeah, those yin yang seemed like they're at the right time of time, so. Whoops. Certainly I'm the chatter of all time. You should get an award. Kid Icarus is titled Mirror of Palutena in Japan? Really? So it's entirely possible for a non-fan to call Pit Palutena the way Link gets called Zelda. That's really funny. I did not know that. It's like, man, I love Palutena from the hit game Palutena. Mirror Palutena. Well, actually, no, someone could say that. Because, yeah, no, people do love Palutena. A little too much, I'd say. Little too much. It is funny, because I think I'm smash brain rotted. Because I think of Palutena, and all I can think of is neutral air. That's like all I think of now when I think of Palutena. I think of neutral air. It's like, oh, she has the funny spinning move. Surely the power creep is real. Was it? I think, like, she has, like slight invincibility on, like, her dash attack and back air. And then, like, she has her Nair, which just, like, is, like, really good at comboing people at early percents. And because of that, she was really fucking good in early ultimate. But now it's, like, she's kind of been power crept. It's not like she's a bad character, but she's just not... Like, people used to think... Or, like, she used to be, like, a really good character, and now she's kind of just... She's fallen off a little bit. She's fallen... Just a little bit. Yeah, I cannot do that section right now. Now, in Japan, you get publicly executed for stuff like this. You don't get this kind of situation there. It's like if you dare call Pit the wrong name, they set up the gallows right then and there. They're like, oh no, I'm so sorry for your loss. What do you mean a character getting power crept in a fighting game? But this was reserved for Gotchlop? No. Like, power creeping exists in any type of game where new characters get added. Or updates happen. Also in Pokemon, was it? Well, okay, it's funny. So in Pokemon TCG, there's like health creep is like the power creep for Pokemon, where it's like Pokemon cards now just have like super inflated HP values compared to like older cards, so they look cooler. And then Yu-Gi-Oh has the same thing, but with like text creep, where it's like fucking you like some effects in Yu-Gi-Oh cards are now like fucking dictionaries. Of just like, well, it does this, and then this, but also this happens. It's like, Jesus Christ. It's funny, because, like, was it how certain games prevent stuff like that? I think that the main thing people pointed out is, like, Magic the Gathering circumvents that by, like, having... by having symbols, which describe, like, basic things that the card does, essentially. And it's like, if you know if it has X symbol, then it does Y thing. But the thing is that Yu-Gi-Oh! The idea behind Yu-Gi-Oh! Is that they want it to be as accessible to people as possible. Like, to literally just be able to, like, pick up and, like, just play a card and not have to look into what the card does for the most part. Which, you can argue about that, but that's the idea anyway. So, because of that, they intentionally do not want to have symbols that mean a certain thing or certain action, because then people would have to research that shit. Like, you'd have to, like, mid-game be like, okay, so it has this symbol on it, what does that mean? You can argue about how well or they do or do not do that, but apparently that's the idea. I hear the Inkling firing squad is a more common method. Oh, Jesus. I mean, Pokemon itself is a gacha franchise, only instead of pulling for characters, you pull for games actually being good at a 0.6% chance. I'll take those odds. Most of that 0.6% is taken up by Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. True. Still mad about Spike Chunsoft for not allowing me to get a shiny Celebi in Explorers. Wait, Spike Chunsoft? Same people who, like, helped Dog and Rampa? Also, what's Explorers? I don't know that one, actually. Damn. They get around, apparently. I was not aware. I was not aware of Spike Chunsoft's game like that, actually. Yeah, my rating's kind of ass. Don't worry about it. Oh my god. Okay, that's one. That's one. You only gotta get 2 more. Oh god. Okay, that's what. This is why we practice this. This is why we practice it. They were still called Chunsoft back then. Oh, I didn't even know Spike Chunsoft was a rebranding. Also, did you see Game Freak's new attempt at being able to make games that aren't Pokemon finally released? Wait, what? Huh? Wait, what game? I don't know this. I'll admit that when I met Palutena in Smash 4, you were infatuated. Zero Suit Samus also had an effect with her taunts, though. They did think giving her the line, "You're mine," to an energy whip lady was going to have a completely normal effect on people. Yeah, hey, listen. They did. Actually, I don't know if in Smash 4, but they did nerf. I know from Brawl to Smash 4, they did nerf both. From Brawl to Smash Ultimate, they nerfed both Snakes and ZSS asses. They nerfed both of them. Like, not gameplay, I mean, like, literal ass. Beast of Reincarnation. Game Freak, what the fuck? It's mixed. This is not what I expect them to make. It's $60. Is this Soul Slop? Is this Soul Slop? Admittedly, looking at this, all I could think of is that one Donkey video where he was talking about, like, well, he was talking about I forget if it was, like, I don't know. It was, like, some game showcase thing of, like, games that are coming out. And he was talking about, like, yeah, back in, like, you know, like, mid to early 2000s, we had a lot of, or in mid to early, like 2010s, we had a lot of games where you're just a man shooting people with a gun. But now 2020s, we have games where it's just you're a woman hitting people with a sword. And he, like, was bringing up how, like, basically half the games on the list, or, like, how there were, maybe not half, but, like, there was a very large amount of games where the premise is you are a girl and you hit people with a sword. and how there is no other idea there other than, yeah, we have this. We have this. Pretty much, yeah. I actually didn't know that. I know a lot of people were into Snake because of that, though. Yeah, no, that's why you play Snake in Brawl, actually. Not because he's top tier. And the reviews are unironically the most helpful thing you've read on a Steam game. Okay, hold on, I'm going back. I'm going back. What are the reviews? Hold on. English reviews. Every writing trope I hate is here. One thing I'll say is that most of the initial impressions people have of the combat are correct. Bosses will always only ever have 3 moves before having 4 moves in their phase 2. You will only ever fight the same 10 normal enemies throughout the game. You will fight copy-paste bosses throughout the story, with one even showing up 4 whole times without any moveset changes. But God, I just really want to harp on one particular aspect. There are so many amateur writing tropes here that I've noticed are becoming extremely common in modern fiction writing. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, I'm not reading that whole thing. Okay, that is very funny. They're most extremist now, apparently. Though inconsistent, I admire the ambition. Sometimes the combat and platforming are quite good, but often fall short. Lots of repeat content makes up for it in art direction and vibes. Probably would not recommend this at full price. See, this seems pretty. Oh my god, 3,000 games, Jesus Christ. This seems pretty tame. Can't recommend the game at this point because of the price, recycled bosses, 2 to 3 encounters or some, excessive use of invisible walls, which ruins what could have been great exploration, stiff character models that show no emotion, whether they're angry, crying, or laughing. Emma is the exception due to lore. Ku is the most expressive character, cliche moments, / wait 3 seconds. Someone falls to the ground, character talking to self mid-convo, then saying it was nothing when asked about it. Wonky camera against huge bosses. Mid-predictable story. The only thing I really liked about this game was the combat. The blade arts were cool to mess around with. The pairing was fun too. Kind of like Lies of P. At the end of the day, if y'all haven't played Lies of P, by the way, that's a fucking fantastic game. At the end of the day, my biggest gripe is the recycled bosses, mobs, and excessive visible walls. For 60, yeah, it's going to be a no from me, dog. This seems pretty tame. Even when they give it a positive rating. Yeah. I think, like, they didn't hate it enough to give it a negative rating, but also they had to warn people. Yeah, regardless of the extremists writing their reviews are, they're all more or less... yeah, they more or less agree. It's like 3 reviews in a row from the top that are like... You glean the same info from. And people are somehow more chill then. That's hilarious. You never finished Harmo Night. Okay, I need to practice, but I don't... What is Harmo Night? Somehow both the people recommending and not recommending it agree on fucking every bit. Yeah, you're right. I saw one review complaining about the performance being bad, and aside from the operating system, they have basically the same specs I do, so not touching that. Yeah, it's probably a good idea. Probably a good idea. I don't think I can see myself touching that game either. I know... That being said, though, I do have one slop game that I kind of want to play at some point. Fuck. I have one slop game that I'm like, I kind of want to play it. Also, by the way, if that had been an actual fight, I would have timed out already. But, Echoes of Aincrad, the SAO game. I haven't really interacted with SAO much in years, but God, I do love Souls. Like, I like Souls games, so I'm more or less fine with Soul Slop. I haven't tried much Soul Slop, to be honest, but I'd probably enjoy Soul Slop. Right? And it's pretty funny. I've seen some of the writing. I don't think I'd be interested in it writing-wise, but I'd still be interested to see the game. Yeah, that ain't working. I don't want to get it at full price, though. How's this? Oh, yeah. Echoes of Aincrad is like a potential slop game that I'm looking for. That being said, though, yeah, I have other games I want to get, so I don't know. I definitely wouldn't get it anytime soon. I can say that much for sure. If I did end up getting it. I did end up watching through SAO Progressive. Because I think I did talk about that. Well, yeah, I mentioned this on stream a little while back, but I saw a video talking about... Because apparently there was a movie that came out alongside the... well, not came out alongside Echoes of Aincrad, but is paid DLC for Echoes of Aincrad. So there's a movie that if you want to see it, you have to pay for Echoes of Aincrad, and then you have to buy the movie, which is weird. And the movie, I saw a review on the movie, and it's not very good. But then, like, I was watching Mother's Basement talk about it, and he's like, I didn't enjoy this movie, but I did actually go on my way to watch SAO Progressive, because some people told me that the two stories were interconnected. They weren't. And he was like, I really enjoyed that, actually. So if you want to watch SAO, watch that. It's not, like, great, or it's not perfect, obviously, because it's SAO, but... the films themselves were fairly enjoyable, so I did watch them, and I got what he was saying. Yeah, I don't think they were the most boring, or like, I don't think they were too boring. Again, that would have been a timeout. I did more so enjoy my time watching those. To be fair, though, I do realize I can enjoy more or less any story that I decide to get invested in. If I've decided that I'm going to watch a story, then I'm going to be invested in it. At least a little bit. The main thing about whether I think about a story, like, whether I really enjoy a story or not, is whether I'm still thinking about it years after I've watched. Or not years, but, like, if I have, like, a week or two period where I'm still just thinking back to that story and thinking, like, God damn. Ah, shit. Then I know I enjoyed that story. That's the main way I know. If I'm looking back at that story later and I'm like, God, that was so good. Or like, not even like that was so good, but like, again, it just still actively has me thinking about it and just being like, God, but like this or this. That's how I know I liked it. You can't disable dialogue for Tsukasa when practicing, can you? Let's find out. Not if I start on the mid-boss, no. That's probably, yeah, you know, I'm realizing that is probably what's adding more time to it. Because I get the feeling the dialogue might be what's adding those extra seconds. Probably, yeah. That probably is what's adding them. It's not that many more seconds being added, so it's fine, I guess. But yeah. That would be nice if I could turn on the dialogue, because I think that would fix it. Actually, she does have dialogue here, doesn't she? I don't necessarily remember her having dialogue, but I think she does. Whoops. She does, okay. She pops up, gives you 2 dialogue boxes, and then starts attacking. Okay, yeah. So those 2 dialogue boxes definitely eat into the time then. Which is why it's fine whenever I play it normally. I think it's still whatever, and in fact, it might be better this way. Because then I get a slightly more practice. I mean, in that case, I could just do it from like, mid-boss Tsukasa start, but I still like getting more practice on her, and I don't want to... If I start straight from this section with no Tsukasa stalling, it goes on for, like, forever. This is just, like, a couple seconds longer, so I'm more willing to put up with this. Okay, yeah, that is just fucking dumbass movement on my part. I need to read that better. I know I can read that better. I don't think that section is that bad. I'm just bad at reading it right now. I think, again, delaying the ones that are going to come to the center early on is good. But then eventually it just gets to the point where it's like... No, so the ones on the left side can still come to the center as well. So it's not just that. Also, there's a fucking mosquito just running around my room. Alright. I literally just want 2 more attempts to capture this, and then I'm done for this stream. I just... It's just hard. It's harder than I'd like. Despite the horrible summer we've been having here, there haven't been a single mosquito. Really? Maybe they just all died. Summer's so horrible, it's literally just killed off the population. Unfortunately, the one population you never kill off is roaches. We get roaches here every now and again. It fucking sucks. Not every now and again. Just... It's not a daily occurrence, but it's like, I don't know. pretty, like, a couple times a week. Just, you know, just a roach flying around, hanging out, trying to live its roach life. And I do not respect it. God, it was... Actually, that reminds me of the last time I was talking to Cake, and it was literally, or the time I was talking to Cake. We were on call, and it was like, we were just talking about shit, and then suddenly, at the same time, I feel two things at the same time. I feel, on my right foot, a roach fucking, like, crawl up next to it. Like, just literally touch the bottom of my foot. And then my left leg at the same time starts to cramp up. And it was awful. It's like I had to stand up for two very distinct reasons. That combined with the fact that I've seen them flying around in my house during winter makes me believe that mosquitoes here have evolved to endure colder climates. So these like 4 fucking heat waves we've had killed them all. Oh no. Well, I mean, I don't know if that's such a bad thing, but oh my god. That is impressive. It's like literally like reverse evolutionary work. It's like the cold is not what they should be preparing for. Whoops, I forgot to stall. I have not had a burnt rice cap in a decent couple minutes now. Mainly just for bad gameplay. And entirely for bad gameplay. Like, I know I can cap this shit. It's literally just about doing it. See? See? It's just about doing it. Now do the rest of it. I might need to cut down my expectations for what I want. I might just be satisfied of one more. Yeah, you know, I might just be satisfied of one more. Speaking of bad gameplay, Persona 5. I don't think Persona 5 had bad gameplay. It was just too easy. Well, too easy for most people. I will say, I am the one person who sucked ass at playing Persona. Or who failed to play Persona 5. I had to, like, legit, I was playing on normal mode, and I soft-locked myself, and I had to switch to very easy. I swear to God, my team comp was just that bad in Persona 5. I had no idea what I was doing in that game. And I also had zero patience for RPGs. I had zero patience to, like, read anything that was going on other than, like, the story. I have nothing to say about it. I just really wanted to slander it. I mean, that's fair. Hey, but don't worry, though. We're getting Persona 6 now. And there's gonna be, Graveyard. It's gonna be spooky. It's gonna be very spooky. It would be really funny if history repeated itself yet again, though. I don't know if it will, but I mean, to be fair, who knows, right? Because, like, I can't imagine anyone thought Persona 5 was gonna be a repeat of history. Because Persona 4 was, like, really... Persona 4 was, like, the game that was being milked for forever. And then people were like, man, we gotta, like... Y'all gotta move on to Persona 5 now. You gotta stop milking this game, Atlas. And then Persona 5 came out, and then it did really well. And now people are like, man, you gotta stop milking Persona 5, Atlas. Because again, it's... To be fair, 5 popped off way more than 4 did. Like, 5 hit, like, fucking mainstream and shit, right? 4 was good, but, like, 5 did insanely pop off. Come on. But I think it'd be really funny if Persona 6 comes out, does really well, and then Atlas milks it. For like, and then in 10 years from now, we're gonna be like, man, Atlas, you gotta stop milking Persona 6. It's like, give us Persona 7. It'll be an infinite loop of Persona. It's 3:08. It's 3 hours, 8 minutes. Oh, the radio player has been redeemed. Okay. Well, I didn't see that. I will at least try then to get one more while this song plays. Although I don't know if I'll actually get a third one. That's a trailer. Thanks, YouTube. Pretty rough introduction to Persona. I didn't understand the fusion mechanics. You went through half of Persona 3 without fusing. Damn, I could see that, yeah. I knew how fusing worked, but I just didn't, I didn't understand, like, I would just fuse anything together. I didn't understand, like, what made a good Persona or not, and I didn't want to bother to pay attention to what might or may not. I just did. That's a good part of SMT, being more niche. You don't get this kind of ridiculous level of milking. You still got milking of SMT, but yeah, not to the same level. They definitely like to put demi-feed everywhere. Yeah. Persona 3 Nocturne blew up in a way, and then so they had like fucking 70 different versions of Nocturne, and also demi-feed is everywhere. Oh yeah, sorry. I just put it on pause. I'm messing up. This is a nice song. I like this. See, we'll see if we can get at least another burnt rice capture while this is going. Yeah, I think leaving the center really is my problem. Because, like, I know the center kind of sucked there, but then since I left the center, then the bullets just got worse, right? I think that is my issue. I'm leaving the center when I shouldn't be. Because I think, oh, if I can leave the center, then I'll get back there eventually, but I'm not. I think like, there probably are times where it's fine to leave the center, like, if it's, like, the end of the pattern and I just need a safe space to stay. Oh. Okay, we got Scream Core. It's, like, a weird version of Scream Core, though, where it's, like... Bro does sound like they've literally eaten the microphone. Don't know the gender of the person screaming there, but I'm just gonna say bro anyway. Just general bro. Okay, well I got a burnt rice capture. I know I don't need to move as much as I'm moving, but it feels safer. It's a patchy song? kaleidoeyes. Alright. What? I don't... The song is 1 minute left, so it's not time for a... It's not enough time for a full attempt, but what I'll do is I'll put it on loop, and then... Whatever attempt we're on when the song loops will be the final attempt. Okay, yeah, I shut her down way too soon. I did not need to do it like that. I didn't need to do it like that. What are you even talking about? Yeah, I don't need to move that up, either. I don't need to do that. I don't need to do it. Yeah, I can't, if I'm being honest, I can't hear any Touhou theme from this that I know of. I'm not like, oh, obviously, like, patchy. Like, I don't hear it. Alright, this is the final attempt, by the way. This is it right here. See it right here, right now. Yeah, don't move us up. See, that was a fine up movement. Okay, that was just fucked up. Alright. Alright. I'll say 2 caps is fine enough for today. I'll say 2 is fine enough for today. I need to work on that, my consistency on that section, though, because it's pretty brutal. Yeah, well, thank you so much for watching the stream. I hope you have a good rest of your time. Goodbye.